Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to the Fox Den. My name is Fox, and today I am going to be playing some PowerWash Sim. I played a level last night just to get enough money to get my new power washer, and it's kind of like, okay, I got it like 40% done, so I'm just going to go ahead and finish the level real quick. But I figured I'd film it. Anyway, grab yourself a spot, get yourself a plate of nuggets, and let's dive into it. I also wanted to read the little card that they give us because someone was telling me there's actual lore in this game, which I did not know that. So here we are. A lot of folks have asked me recently, Clem, why the heck did you buy an abandoned washroom when you only ever gonna need it 6 to 8 times a day? I'll tell you. I'm gonna convert it into Muckingham's Premium Nightclub. Yuck, that's disgusting. I don't even like that thought. Youngins crave novelty, right? And I can tell you, ain't no one around here experienced acoustics like you get in this place. I can tell you that. Anyhow, I'm a bit of a germaphobe myself, so I only got as far as taking the cubicle doors off. If you could blast the place, I can see what I'm playing with. See, last night I only played long enough to get $199 because I was like, I want my power washer. I've been working hard for it. I deserve it. So, here we are. I do have the new power washer though. And I did clean, like... Oh, my door's not clean apparently. Now it is. Just kidding. Don't even look. I did clean... What was I say? Something just pinged that it wasn't dirty. This one's not clean. How is it not clean? Is this one clean? That one's clean. It's in it, isn't it? Oh, it was on the side. Okay. I also cleaned the urinals and a lot of the wall. Now, I am trying to get the achievements, so I have to kind of be careful. I can't get the toilet and the toilet bowls clean. I have to do those at the very end. So, hopefully, I can manage that. My goodness, I have had quite the day. I woke up kind of in some pain, and I was like, you know what, I might have to take a shower. I had like shoulder pain from finishing off my sewing project last night. It was pretty cool. Wait, is it just toilet bowl and toilet seat? Like, does this count? I don't think it does. I could probably clean this too. It doesn't say toilet on it, so I'm using that to my advantage. So I made a little stuffed animal that was supposed to look like our little chat mascot. Didn't quite turn out anything looking like Nugget at all. However, it's so adorable. I just couldn't. I was like, why are you so cute? It's my first ever stuffed animal made. And it kind of looks like one of those ugly dolls, like from the movie or, again, the franchise. I love her. She's cute. So Nugget has like the heart piece on their chest, right? And so I thought in my head, I was like, hey, why don't I stuff that so it looks, yeah, with the little swirl that's on Nugget's chest and it being stuffed, it almost looks like my my little goober has boobies. I was like, well, I guess it's a good thing I've been calling you girly. I didn't give it a very creative name or anything. Her name's just Nugget. Like chat. But I'll take her on my trip. I'll take her on my trip next month, so I can take pictures of her doing things. And, like, in general, I can take pictures of her, like, at the computer editing, you know, because I think that'd be silly and fun. But she'll go with me on my trip. I'm excited for my birthday. My husband is taking me to go nerd out on some stuff. And by nerd out on some stuff, I mean I'm going to the Smithsonian, which I'm super pumped for. I've always wanted to go to the Smithsonian. But, however, the more exciting part of it is that there's a zoo. I didn't know the Smithsonian had a zoo. That is so exciting. That's so exciting to me. I was looking at what animals are registered there. I've never been to the zoo. So I was like, you know what? That is so stinking cool. So that's a door frame. This one is dirty still. This wall? Yeah, okay. So they count as different walls. I can't see any grime. Don't lie to me. There's no grime here. Maybe it's like one of the edges. There it is. So they have a zoo, and I was looking at the animals that they have. I think they have like lemurs. They have a couple of small mammals, including a fennec fox. I'm gonna go see my own kind. Not specifically a fennec fox, but I'm a fox. I'll go meet with some relatives. I'll also be visiting with my grandparents. I say my grandparents, our grandparents. My husband's grandparents. But they're real nice to me, so, you know. With marriage, I claim them as well. So we're going to be visiting with them. We'll be seeing his uncle and their babies, because they got twins. So, we'll do that. But I'm, like, so excited about seeing animals, taking thousands upon thousands of pictures. Technically speaking, this would also be probably my first ever vacation. I say that because it's like a half vacation. We're going to the museum, sure. That's like the vacation part. But we're also visiting family, right? When I was growing up, that was all our vacation was just visiting family. Which can be fun if you are into that. I wasn't quite into it. Mostly because we went and visited like grandparents. And I love my grandparents. However, it was like every time we went for a visit, it was like, let's sit down and play rummy. Oh, we don't want to play rummy? That's fine. I'm going to go watch my soap operas and you're going to be quiet, you know? Kind of gross. So, we didn't actually, like, do the traditional visiting, like, hey, how you been? Tell me about your life. No, it was just kind of being in the same house, which I guess is basically what a visit is. I don't know. Maybe I'm just picky. I always thought visiting my grandparents would be, like, more of an event. Let me see. How many toilets are there? Is it just the 2? Oh, there's 4 toilets and 4 lids. Okay. I just always assumed that visiting grandparents would be more, you know. Because when you're between the ages of 11, and I think the last time we traveled out was when I was 15. When you're between the ages of 11 and 15, you have no interest in watching soap operas. I mean, unless that's like a hobby of yours. I'm not knocking it, but on average, I wouldn't say that's a hobby of most 11 to 15-year-olds. I can't even remember what my hobbies were growing up at that age. Probably, I know video games. I was reading a lot of, like, manga, watching a lot of anime. So probably that. I went to the library a lot. I actually remember we went for a summer to my dad's mom's house, and we were there for like 2 weeks. And me and my older brother went to see her. My younger two went to go see my dad's dad, so our grandpa. And my brother, all I remember is my brother fussed the entire time about not having anything to do, blah blah blah. I went and got a library card. I explained to them, I was like, hey, you know, I know a library card's free, so it wasn't too big of a deal. But there was a local bus that drove past my my grandmother's house. So I would get on the bus, go to the library for a few hours a day, and like all was good. All was right. All was right with the world. Because she didn't let me play my video games. Because at the time I had a handheld that was broken. And then I had the PlayStation. But obviously, I couldn't play the PlayStation unless it was real late at night, and she gave us a bedtime, so... yeah, I didn't get a lot of gaming in. But I did read a bunch of books. I found a couple of new authors that I liked, which was a huge plus. And like I said, it was me and my older brother that went to hang out with our grandma. And he had so much to complain about when we got home. We were supposed to swap. So it was supposed to be when we got done hanging out with our grandma, our grandpa and grandma were going to meet halfway and trade kids. So my grandpa would take the two older ones and my grandma would take the two younger ones. But I can't remember what happened, but they wound up not doing that. I think they were just tired. I mean, 4 kids total. Different houses, so probably wasn't as bad as I'm making it sound. But, yeah. They were all about their soap operas. And I was all about not doing that. Though I did play Rummy with my grandma a lot. She kicked my ass. I'm convinced that she's passed away, so I'm convinced she's one of the nicest people I've ever met. I'm convinced she's in heaven right now, whooping everybody's ass. I would bet good money on that. This wall isn't clean. Why no clean? Thank you. That's all I asked of you. I didn't get to go and hang out with my grandpa much. He and I didn't really see eye to eye. He doesn't see eye to eye with a lot of people, so it wasn't just a me problem. The issue, though, is that I didn't like sitting quietly while we didn't see eye to eye. I used to like to correct him. And when he would say something that I didn't agree with, I'd let him know that I didn't agree with it. Which made him not like visiting with me, is what my understanding was. And I was like, I mean, don't be wrong. But it was less about like him being wrong. It was more like he had like a big opinion on what animals are considered house pets and which ones aren't. And to him, cats aren't house pets. Cats are just a nuisance and blah 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 blah. Which, I am a cat owner. I do love cats. I've taken care of quite a few of them in my lifetime. With like, not only being a pet sitter, a vet assistant, a groomer, I was an adoption manager, or assistant manager. Not to mention, I was also a foster parent for, like, multiple litters of cats. Did that take care of that one, too? Oh, it did. Okay. Ooh, I saw you. Where did you go? I saw it just now. That's not the one I saw. It said washroom wall. Hold on. I know there's one right here somewhere. I saw it. Ooh, that's gonna bug me. I saw it briefly, and it wasn't that, because that starts with a C. Whatever I looked at, it said washroom something. Was it a window? Like a window frame? No. Washroom panel. I saw panel for a second. Oh, the light switch is dirty still? I can't get in that corner. There we go. Okay. I don't know. I don't know what it was, but I looked at something over here. That pipe is dirty. And it's funny that I didn't get along well. Like, I got along well with him. It's just he didn't like me having something to say all the time. He and I actually did have something in common, and then he got mad that I didn't go to college to be an artist. Because he's like, you have great potential. And then, very disappointed I didn't go to college for it. Like, I love drawing. I love art. Clearly, I still do it. And I taught myself graphic design. But at the same time, art isn't really my passion. Animals are. And he didn't understand that. And at the time, I was a foster parent for cats and kittens and puppies. And he was like, you're wasting your time because those are all vermin. They really need to, you know, insert insults here about cat. And I was like, And then my other grandparents, so like, not my dad's parents, but like my mom's parents, my mom's stepdad, my Opa, and my mom's mom, they only came out for visits sometimes. Like, the last time I saw my Opa, I think I was 13. And he took me and my brother to we were gonna go dolphin watching, and then we decided to go and feed these alligators because we had this alligator pond, I suppose you could call it, at the front of one of these beach exhibits we had where you could go feed the alligators. And my Opa used to be a park ranger in California, but alligators was one of the animals he didn't get to deal a lot with. So he's like, oh my god, dolphins can wait. Well, he threw his back out feeding the alligators. We were throwing bread at him. So we decided not to do the dolphin stuff. We actually went to a seafood market and got crabs instead, and he went home and cooked crabs for the family, which was cool. And then we almost had to take him to the hospital because his back was bad for like the whole visit. He was very upset. He did, however, manage the strength and energy to play the Wii with us. I still have a picture somewhere of him playing the Wii where we had like the activity pad where you would like do paddle boat stuff, rowing, like almost like a Dance Dance Revolution pad, but more for like activities like jumping jacks or I don't know, that kind of stuff. I still have that picture somewhere of him on the activity pad, and he just looks so freaking happy. But so the last time I saw my Opa, I was 13. Last time I saw my grandma, which is my mom's mom. Yikes. Ooh, that's actually... I think okay, I actually want to rechange my stuff. I think I haven't seen my Opa since I was 14, because the last time I saw my grandma, I think I was 12. Because I can remember what the last house she visited in was, and it was one that we only lived in when I was 11, 12. And then my Opa actually came for a visit in the new in the new house, which we didn't move into until like right before I turned 13. So I don't know. We'd been there for a while, so that's why I'm saying 14. So I haven't seen my Opa in 16 years. So I haven't seen my grandma in 18. Jeez. That's kind of yeah. It makes sense though. She's not for hot weather, and my home state is East Coast, and we don't get winter. I say they. I'm not living there right now. They don't really get winter. Like, their winter is kind of like a chilly but still hot somehow autumn. Their autumn, basically the seasons, right, are cold summer, so like you have to wear a sweater, but then like by noon you basically are boiling in your skin. And then you have summer, and who turned up the heat in hell summer, and then it's kind of hot autumn. Those are the seasons. Like, they don't get winter. And now I live in a state where they do get a proper winter and a proper fall, and I'm just like, what is this? What the balls is this? It's kind of nice though. Like, I've lived here for 6 years? We're going on 6 years. October will be 6 years, I think. And, I don't know, it's kind of lovely. Kind of nice. Can't complain. We've been in 2 different locations in this state. About 9 hours apart from each other. At the last house, it was kind of like there wasn't anything to do. They have lots of festivals, which is cool. My home state is only known for the one festival. They don't really do festivals. We're known for the one festival that is very, like, famous. I don't know. I think our Patty's Day Parade's pretty famous too. Actually, I think the one in Savannah, Georgia is a little bit better. A little bit more world known. So, at our last house, they did a lot of, like, festivals and stuff. This one, they have a lot of festivals, but they also have, like, a convention center. And I guess they have, like, anime conventions. They have a lot of stand-up comedians come into town. We haven't gone to anything there yet. We're kind of excited to. They had a video game expo last year. We didn't go to because my husband had orders to go to a class. So, you know, LOL. I guess we won't go. But, we do want to go. I can't get that spot. Ah. Gotta rotate the bowl like 100 times just to get the grime. There we go. They also have live music at the convention center. Like, the only concert, well, I can't say the only concert because I actually went to a Stained concert, right before I moved here. So, like, back in 2023. My first ever concert was Disturbed, and their world tour of the same concert I went to came here. And, my godmother, I saw them in 2019. They came here last year, and my godmother's like, "Oh my god, have you seen this? Like, holy shit, they had a piano on fire." I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "Wait, you've seen that one?" I was like, "Yeah, when I was living in your house, me and one of my friends went." And she goes, "Oh, that's the one." She's like, "Shit, I don't remember much because she was." So I went to my concert, and then she had something that her and my godfather went to, so they like left that weekend. I came back from my concert, and then they left. I think for a different concert, and I guess we just never talked about it. And she's like, "Shit, this was so cool. I mean, the piano was on fire." It's like, yeah, I know. She's so freaking cute when she tells me about these concerts she goes to. Cause she's big into rock, which is nice. It's a bonding thing for us. So she's into a lot of the same music I am, which is cool. But she goes to like Rockfest, which I haven't been to yet. But yeah, when Disturbed was doing their tour again, she's like, "Oh my god, this is so amazing!" And then she showed me her shirt. Like, she bought a shirt at the concert. She's like, "Oh my god, it was amazing. You would have loved it. I know how much you love David Draymond. I know his last name's Draymond. I think it's David." She's like, "Oh my god, you would have loved it, blah blah blah." And we were looking over the shirt. I was like, "Oh, they're in my town in 2 weeks. Or a week." Like, she goes, "Wait a second, what?" And she's looking at the shirt, and she's like, "That's your town. They're gonna be there. You should totally." I was like, "Well, if I wasn't busy." I was already busy with something else. She's like, "Man, that was awesome." She's like, "Probably one of the best concerts I've been to in a while." And I asked her if they did the tribute to Chester Bennington again. And she's like, "Yeah, it was cute. It was kind of heartbreaking." I was like, "Yeah." Because that's their album where it was like, the main focal point of the album was like depression. And making sure you talk to people when you get depressed because, you know. So she's like, "Yeah, it was pretty awesome." Yep. They really paint a picture. They really do it right. Washroom frame and window. Okay, so just the wall is dirty. But I think the wall goes all the way over here too. And then when I got to go see Stained, because I'm a military wife, so I live on a military base, and at our last base they had a concert for the summer, and we got to see Stained and somebody else. Can't remember who else it was. I was only interested in, it was Creed and Stained. It's pretty awesome. 2 great bands. I know most of what I've listed is rock. However, if I have the chance to go to a Pink concert, oh my god. Her stage performance, incredible. I think she's incredible. That is definitely a concert I will not turn down. I left some urinal over here. Gross. I wouldn't mind going to a Lacuna Coil concert, but I don't know if they're still doing concerts. Would be cool. Another Disturbed concert for sure. I left that light over there dirty. ridiculous. I didn't even finish cleaning that urinal. I'd also want to see some comedians. When I was growing up, I used to want to see Bill Engvall. And of course Jeff Foxworthy, because I think he's hilarious. But now, I don't know what comedians I'd want to watch. I used to want to go and see like a bunch of them. I was like, oh my gosh, they're so funny. I was into Jeff Dunham back when I was like 12, 13. I haven't seen any recent works of his, so I don't know if he's still any good. I liked some of his older stuff. Fluffy would be a cool one to go see. Gabriel Iglesias. I think he'd be neat to see in concert. Possibly. I mean, I don't know. I've seen a couple of his stuff. He had that show that was real popular for a bit. And then I don't know what happened. I don't know if it's still going. It's probably on Netflix. Excuse me. It's probably on Netflix. I don't watch Netflix because I don't see the need in having Netflix if there's nothing worth watching. You know? If there is anything worth watching, definitely tell me. Like, the last thing I watched on Netflix that I thought was absolutely awesome was, they did a redo. Like, I wouldn't even call it a redo. They properly did Series of Unfortunate Events. Like, better than they tried to 100 years ago. I thought it came out well. I was like, shit. This comes to DVD, I'm getting it. No question about that. Why is this wall still dirty? How is this wall still dirty? Be clean. Are you part of the wall? Be clean. What part of the wall is still dirty? This is how I know the wall is lying to me. I'm being gaslit by a cubicle wall. Where are you dirty? And don't lie to me. I can tell you're lying. Oh, there's something. I don't know what it is. Oh. Okay, well, found it. LOL. I thought I saw something over here. Is it the light switch? I thought I saw something else over here. Oh well. There's a lot of different things that I'd like to experience one day. Like, I want to go to Disney. I know I have people that don't understand my fascination with wanting to go. But, oh, there's a gnome in a toilet! I can pick up the gnomes? Why did I not know that? Here, sit in the sink. You sit here? Sit in the sink. Good boy. I told somebody I want to go to Disney, and they're like, "Oh, Disney's so overrated. You don't want to go to Disney. Disney's so stupid. I mean, once you go one time, you don't ever need to go again in your life." And I have a problem with sometimes when I don't feel like arguing with people, I just agree with them. I'm like, oh yeah, you're an egg. I'm not gonna argue with you. You can continue to be an egg over there. So sometimes I just won't argue, you know? And I remember one of the last people that told me that. They were like, yeah, once you go once, you never need to go back. And my argument for that is I've never been to Disney. I've never been. So, yeah, sure, if you go once, you know, you don't have to go again. But I've never been to Disney, I've never been to Busch Gardens, never been to SeaWorld, um, never been to a zoo. I've been to an aquarium, like, probably 20, 30, 40 times. Kind of what happens when you live on the coast, you know? I've been to, there's a museum back in my home state. It's like in the capital of the state. They have this really big museum. And I got to go there like once every 3 months because there was like a teen group that I was part of and we used to do meetings there. So it was like a field trip. It's pretty nice. Little escape from home kind of situation. Kind of lovely. We had chaperones and everything. So I've been to that museum like 20, 30 times. I haven't been to it since when I turned 16 or 17, I think. But it was a good museum. Probably still is. I'm trying to think. Most of my bucket list isn't necessarily places that I want to visit. It's so I'm getting ahead of myself. My bucket list would probably be mostly animals that I want to feed. Like, some animals are exciting because I've never fed them before. But, like, crocodile would be one. That one would be cool. I've fed an alligator before. Again, growing up in the South. Just kind of happens. I don't want to clean the toilet. I just want to clean the hole that's behind the toilet. There you go. It's clean. There you go. What in here is still dirty? Of course, the cubicle door is still dirty, apparently. Oh, I see it. It's like that edge. Are you the door, too? No, you're just a wall. Oh, is it? Oh, this is... Both the door frames are together? I didn't even notice. So that, like, got this one, too? Hell yeah, cool. There's probably a good amount of things that I want to do. I want to go to that... It's either a lake... Or... I can't remember if it's a lake or if it's a beach. The one that has, like, all the sea glass that you can find. It's, like, basically the whole thing is sea glass. If they have a museum specifically for sharks, I'd like to go to that. I'm a big fan of sharks. Because, well, not, like, for any specific reason. Growing up in a coastal town, I was big into collecting shark's teeth. I'm actually going to get back into that because I live on a coast now. However, the coast that I live directly on apparently is a man-made beach. So I have to go a little bit further down to get to a beach that is not man-made, which is fine. Me and my buddy have plans to go when it gets warmer. She's part of a sea life program. So during the mating time of the sea turtles, I don't know which kind, I do got pictures from last year when I got to see them get released. Oh, maybe I'll get to see them released again this year. There's like a aquatic rehabilitation that's around here. But, so she is a volunteer with their program, and they usually have the volunteers go out and check the nests, make sure everything's okay, like make sure people haven't disturbed them. Because we have a surprisingly large amount of people that just fuck with wildlife. Um, so she's part of that program, and when she goes out to check the nest, she takes me with her so I can get my resistance training on the sand. But also, so I can look for shark's teeth. Last year we went to the man-made beach. She said this year she's gonna possibly sign up for the other beach so that we can go look for shark's teeth. Because she knows that I like shark's teeth. Because I am very simple. I am a very simple person. Though people would say otherwise. Which, commenting on that, people need to stop picking on me. I have a red meat allergy, and when people hear that I can't eat steak, or like I can't eat steak at all. I can eat burger, but it has to be like once in a blue moon kind of thing. So I majority eat chicken and fish. Because pork is the same thing. I can have it once in a blue moon, but I really can't push it too far, or I get like violently ill. People need to stop picking on me, being like, "Oh, well, you can't eat red meat." Oh, duh, duh. And most of the time, it's not that. They usually just like they call me picky because I don't eat it. Like, no, it's a medical thing. I promise you. Like, whatever. I remember somebody got on me. They were like, "You ate Taco Bell. You just told us you ate Taco Bell." First of all, I can have beef every so often. And I think their beef content is mostly like beef and oatmeal or something. I don't know. Taco Bell, I don't think they have real beef. It's not like Arby's where they got the beef, you know. But Taco Bell meat just doesn't do anything to me. It's mostly probably the cheese, because I'm also lactose intolerant. I just be eating food I shouldn't. But yeah, like, somebody got on me about it. They were like, "You just said Taco Bell. What do you mean you can't have..." Well, first of all, not to be that guy, but they have other things on their menu that's not beef. Like, I know, that's a shocker. But, yeah. Everyone seems surprised. Not like everyone. I'm not saying nobody knows that. But a lot of people that I say that to, they're just like, "Oh, what do you mean?" Like, get out of here. Stop being crazy. Yeah, they got beef options. Or, not beef. Yeah, they got beef, too. I mean, they got chicken options. I feel like their chicken options are usually the better choice. Not just because of, like, my dietary issues, but, like, I don't know. They just seem more enjoyable. I can have beef every so often, but even knowing that, I'd still choose the chicken, I think. Chicken's just enjoyable. And of course, because I can't have a lot of red meat, I have a low iron deficiency. Or I have an iron deficiency. Low in deficiency. I think those are pretty much the same thing. So I make this, like, iron water stuff. You can get it in, like, a powder that you just mix it in, I guess? I don't know. I drank a lot of water, and I will make an entire, like, crab pot full of water, and they have this little additive called an iron fish, and you boil it in the water for, like, 15 minutes, and it adds iron into the water that you can then drink and get iron. Um, so that's usually my source of iron. Not really fussy about it. I just got lots of issues. But don't we all? We all got some sort of issue. If I were to sit here and talk about all the issues I have, I'm pretty sure I'd be here for half a day, maybe 2. I have issues that I'm not even willing to, like, consider trying to work through because there's no point. And then I just have silly ones, like, I have 2 different eyeballs, apparently. 2 different prescription eyes. Oh, but I have a freckle on one of my eyes. Every time they x-ray my eye, they go, oh my god, there's a freckle. How did that get there? Oh, well, I don't know. I just, you know, when I was 8, I decided, let's have a freckle on my eye. And it just manifested overnight, I guess. That's how that works. There's a reason I don't go in public. I'm an asshole. I actually, doctors, just doctors, they make me so nervous. They give me anxiety. Even when it's not even my own doctors. Like, going into the doctor for anything that my husband needs, it's like, what happened? What's happening? Are you dying? Why are they touching you like that? Oh, they're taking your temperature? Oh, you probably have the plague. I'm just like, please don't die. I'm not ready. I don't think I'm adult enough to go to the dentist and the doctor solo. Please do not die. Okay. Toilets and toilet seats, toilet lids, and toilets. I'm gonna do all 3 of those last. What the hell was that? My fan is off. There's no fans on near me, but like an entire of air just touched me. I think a ghost just went through my room. It's fine. It's fine. I'm just dying. It's fine. I'm haunted. Really hope not. I live behind a cemetery, so I would not be this surprised. But also, like, please don't haunt me. Let's see. Most things are 99. I'll stand in this other urinal. There we go. Okay, what's this one? Tiled floor. Okay, tiled floor, cubicle wall. Cubicle wall. I'm guessing this one too. Oh, it's not. Wait, hold on. Is it one of these? Oh, it is. I was pretty sure I had this one. Oh, it's right there. Yep. Trying to make it to where the last things I have are the toilets. Hand dryers. I usually miss the bottom. Oh? Is it not the bottoms? Is it the tops? Is it the sides? Oh, it's the sides. Disgusting. Get that out of here. 99. We got one light that's not fully cleaned. Oh, yeah. Very nice. Oh, I'm pushing the cat button. I was like, why is nothing lighting up? I don't see the dirt. Okay. We're just gonna go along the whole thing. There we go. All that's left is the toilets. Huzzah. Toilet lid, toilet seat. We're about to get this toilet clean. Okay, 1 down, 3 to go. Easy peasy. Done. Get clean. This is how you should wash everything in life. If you're not washing everything in your life with a power washer, are you even living? Asking for a friend. Like, if you're not successfully washing everything with a power washer, everything in your life should be cleaned with a power washer. Oh, is it the rim? There we go. There we go. Last toilet. And then we get our achievement. Oh, look at all that. Yay! My washroom achievement! I tried to take a screenshot the first time and it was like, no. I put him in the sink. So what is unlocked for next time? Helter Skelter? Helter Skelter. Okay. I could do that. That's not gonna be hard. That is not. This is the thing. Challenge mode can suck my toes. That was awful. Challenge mode was... made me almost give up. Anyway, that's gonna be it for now, Foxden crew. If you enjoyed watching today, don't forget to hit that like, leave a comment below, and subscribe for more cozy adventures. In this case, more achievement hunting. And hey, if you want to catch me live, come check me out over on Twitch. I'm live Monday, Tuesday, Thursdays, and Fridays at 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. Until then, bye guys!